Kitchen God's Annual Report. Happy Lunar New Year. Year of the Pig, February 2007. Your Excellency, I am the Kitchen God, down on the earth, stationed in New York. As New Year approaches, I returned to meet thee, reporting to your Majesty all the bad and the good in the Year of the Dog all over the world, starting from the year end of the Year of the Rooster, after the leader of the Fatah Party of Palestine, namely Yasser Arafat, escorted by the angel of the death to the other world. The militant Hamas was elected, thus affecting peace talks with the US and Israel. There is much havoc affecting the Jews, worrying them day and night that the whole Middle East, in the absence of Ariel Sharon, might very well go to war, because Hamas had uttered to wipe Israel off the world map. There came America, assuming the task to tighten Palestine's economy as a line of defense by cutting its aids to request of Palestine to honor the peace plan, so to help the two nations to dissolve their unfriendly conflict. The process was complete. West Bank is presently peaceful. Regarding Afghanistan, in the past few years, thanks to NATO, with the alliance label, has helped build houses and ports and military bases, helped train the Afghan soldiers to fight against terrorists and stop the warlords involved in drug trafficking. Afghanistan, owing to all that, was considered as safe. Having a tough time was Quetta, Pakistan, in the southern region of Afghan nation, because the remnants of the Taliban who escaped from the north and used Quetta as a port, causing many deaths. As an ongoing mission, but more importantly was the story about the soldiers of the underaged who were forced to serve, being heard too often among the Burmese and Sri Lankan. Those who recognized the problem escaped to Thailand, caught by Thai government, sent back to where they belong, regardless of their state and the punishments that lied ahead. Such inhumane law that Tonle Hero has since the longed for, hoping to be sent back to the United States, where he began his journey, before being accused of hijacking Thai's airplane without a weapon except piles of flyers thrown over Saigon, telling people to stand up. Regarding young Iraqi being lured to sacrifice by carrying bombs under their outfits to go to designated places, innocent children were taught to sacrifice, to become Baha'i or return to their God. Just like sleepwalking, believed that God's law forgave the killers. No hell term to serve. Now, Year of the Pig approaches. As the current one is to end, Saddam was lynched. Ford also stopped breathing. Natural disasters occurred nearly everywhere, whether good or bad. Snow in Southwest, whereas in Northeast America was unusually warm, counting from Christmas toward the year end. Strange, but 'tis was real. Though like a dream to inform some mishaps, right in the U.S., causing the commoners, falling in the same shade, cannot foresee things. Only what happened to avoid death tolls happened to their kids. Those who dropped dead in the Iraq War, no one has wondered how America will be when facing the fact refugees from Iraq, the very brave men, come and live in the U.S. through a familiar label, Ally Extending Aid. I myself sweat, recalling the 75 mess, when U.S. raided Vietnam to welcome the stateless. By now, the two houses have been arranged to push forth a plan, remove troops from Iraq. The eyewitness facts against the Iraq War, New York and Boston have chosen Democrats to govern their states, to reminisce Clinton and forget the bomb under the word trade. Now, Massachusetts, given to Deval, Republican rival. Many were worried that someone walks a dog into the court one of these days to apply for marriage, since in the old laws, no race or gender highlighted in the book. The same argument was welcomed by Democratic judge for same-sex marriage to stand out from low vertebrates as a proof of their superiors, despite the opposition of ex-Republican governor. Be it the future, time will help explain. Finish with Massachusetts. I'd like to turn to the tale of a woman, a Vietnamese Australian, showed on her trip home too much affection for her birthplace, even the homey waste can. She still asked tourists to take her picture in the pit while smiling happily, nothing more to discuss. Owing to that pose, international leaders were also affected. They thus came together for the APEC summit. Big name like Bush also came to attend. Vietnamese, though small, are really hard workers and are very amiable and deeply in love with peace. What a treachery! It was not the North who honored Geneva Peace Plan to unite South and North Vietnam. It was the North swindling, swallowing their words, continuing to use guns to threaten Southerners. But the Southern ally failed to remember those facts and worshipped them instead. Oh, bless the unfit. Losing human rights cannot utter a lament. Now, to close the report, I'd like to go over things around the door. In the Bronx, New York, past year altogether, everything is normal. Communities, activities, nothing outstanding, except the Buddhist temple, namely Chiu Kien Center. People near and far often pay their visits to listen to the worship and have a vegetarian meal prepared by the monk, part of the entertainment. Such a work is rare. Many surrender. Some throw in a joke. The monk owes layman, also a refugee, only Mr. Chuong De Chen of Carter Hotel in the center of New York. There have been many times he helped his fellow men, especially the elder people, with limited money to have a place to rest, to meet with old friends or those of a union. Such boundless giving. Your Excellency, stories here and there I have just presented. Before I myself dismiss, I'd like to ask for a minute, to wish thee good health, and of thee I ask, thou pardon everyone, so that we on earth face no more natural mishaps. Under the heavenly roof, we hear not any gunfire. The Kitchen God stops here. Written by Thuy Hoai Nhu, Year End of the Dog, 2006.